welcome back to my channel. My name is Holly. This is She Reads, and on today's episode of Hollyweed, we are going to be talking about my haunted house. So I have done a couple of stories on my channel in my kind of series called She Tells Stories With You, where I tell my own stories from, oh, hi Priya. I don't know if you guys can see my little baby here, but this is my little Priya girl. And she just came up to say hello. Anyways, so I have done a couple of stories now from my own haunted house, like actual experiences that I had growing up in a haunted house. And I've also done a story from a viewer who sent me in one of his haunted experiences. And if you guys have any experiences of your own that you would like to share on my channel, please email me. A link is in the description box below. I would love to hear your stories and I would love to share them on my channel. So, this one is probably the most prominent thing that happened while I lived in this house. It's also probably one of the first experiences that I had, and it's something that, like, to this day I can't explain. My mom can't explain it, and it was really scary. I'm sorry if I seem distracted. Like, it's like storming outside and it's snowing, which sucks because it's only supposed to be fall, so I don't know why it's freaking snowing outside. But in any case, I keep getting distracted by it, so I apologize if that is annoying to you. So, my bedroom was in the basement of this house. I did not want to move to this house. Like, I was 12 at the time when my mom purchased this home. And before that, we had lived in an apartment, but the apartment was like, it felt like home to me. Like, obviously I had lived there my entire life up until I was 12 years old, and I was not looking forward to moving into this house, which I know is kind of weird. Like, a lot of people would think, you know, you're living in an apartment and you get to move to a house, like most people would be happy, but I was not. I did not like this house whatsoever, and I just was not having it. So, my mom, the only good thing about this place was that it was just me and my mom moving into the house, and my mom allowed me to use like the downstairs like rumpus room as my bedroom. So I had a really great big bedroom that was about the only good thing that I was excited about, was that I got to have this huge room. But the room was really like, it had like the 70s wallpaper all over it, and like this really like, the house was owned before by these like really old people, and so the whole house was like 70s, and so we were going to be redoing my bedroom, and so until we redid my bedroom, I was sleeping in this other room downstairs, which was a really creepy room. But this was one of the first, like, I had just kind of moved into my room after we had renovated it, and it's all painted and everything, and this was probably like the first like couple of weeks that I was in that room. And this just so happened to be taking place over the Christmas holidays. So normally on a typical school day, my mom would come downstairs and she would wake me up before she left for work in the morning. My school was only about a half a block away from the house, so I just walked there, and she just, like I said, she would wake me up every morning, tell me to get up, start getting ready, and then she would leave for work, and I would get ready and then go to school on my own. I was 12 at this point. But this particular occasion was over the Christmas holiday break. And I hear my mom, like, I hear her turning the doorknob to come into my room. I always slept with my door shut because I was really uneasy downstairs in the basement. I just had like a really odd feeling about the house. I had that feeling right from the very beginning when we moved in. And the basement definitely gave me the creeps. So I did feel safe in my room, but I didn't really feel safe in the rest of the basement. So I would make sure that my door was always shut. So I kind of was waking up hearing her turning the doorknob to come into my room. And I'm like laying there, and she's like turning the doorknob, and I just hear that. And I'm coming out of sleep, and I'm realizing like, oh, it's just mom like coming in to wake me up for school. And then as I'm laying there, like, she's not coming into the room, but I hear the doorknob turning. And I'm thinking to myself, like, well, what is she doing? Like, it's Christmas holidays. Why is she waking me up? Like, I don't need to get up. I get to sleep in. It's Christmas holidays. So I'm laying there and I'm waiting for her to come in, thinking she must have just forgotten that it was Christmas holidays and she's coming in to wake me up for whatever reason, but she doesn't enter the room. So after about 30 seconds of this, I'm thinking this is really weird. I turn on my light and I can see the doorknob turning, but she's not coming in. So I yell at her. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? And nothing. She doesn't answer me, and the doorknob stops turning. So I'm like, again, I yelled at her again. I'm like, Mom, like, what are you doing? And then I realized, like, she must realize that it's, that she's dumb. She's being dumb, that it's, the holidays, and she doesn't need to be waking me up. So at this point, I'm up. I get up and I open the door to be like, yeah, you're dumb. Like, I don't need to get up. I open the door. Nothing there. No one there. Just air. Let me tell you, I ran up those freaking stairs so fast. I don't think anything, like, I've never been that fast in my entire life. I ran up the stairs, ran into the living room. My mom was sitting there watching TV. She always watches TV after she gets ready, and she's like ready to go. And she's sitting there watching TV, and she's like totally startled that I'm upstairs. And she's like, what are you doing up? You don't need to get up. Like, it's the holidays. And I told her what happened. So she immediately freaks out because she thinks that there's like somebody had broken in. She thinks that there's a burglar in the house. So she freaking like gets up and goes downstairs to look. Like, what are you going to do if there's a burglar? Like, this middle-aged woman just going to go downstairs and catch this burglar in the act? So silly. But in any case, there was no burglar, no broken windows, no means of like somebody getting in and escaping without us knowing. There is no explanation for that. And I was not in my sleep. Like I said, by this point I had turned on my light. Like, this had woken me up from a dead sleep. I can see people maybe thinking I was half in my sleep, but it happened over the course of probably about 2 or 3 minutes. And by the end of it, I was awake. I had my light on, and I was looking at the doorknob, seeing it turn with no one there. Hey guys, that is one of the experiences, just one of many that I had in my mom's haunted house where I grew up. And she still lives in this house today, and we are still currently having experiences there. So I have no shortage of stories. And let me know in the comments down below what you think about my story. Do you have any stories of your own? I would love to share them on my channel. Like I said, my email is going to be listed in the description box below, and I would love if you would send me your experiences. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow in my next Halloween video. Bye!